So there's still plenty of chance for a comeback on this one. Only one game so far, but a very, very convincing win by Pro Newbie there. They really were just pro and definitely not newbie in that game. They did some amazing moves. I really, really liked how they played right now. This time round, the lineup is pretty different for both teams. It looks like it's actually a mirror matchup pretty much, except for instead of Cromwell's, mostly we've got KV1S on Pro Newbie side, and again, pretty much exact same lineup for the guys from Pro Newbie. Sorry,
Yep.
Rage. Sorry, have the they've obviously dropped the 2 artillery, and now they have Ruster in that same English artillery, which does seem really nice. I'm going to check it out after this.
So it means basically he had it ready.
Yeah.
He must have had it ready. I mean, there's no chance he just bought it and... Well, I mean, maybe. Maybe.
He had 10 minutes. He could have moved crew. He could have paid for a crew move.
So I suppose, you know, he decided to play that. They took a Chaffee and they took the Hellcats.
I mean, watching it, this FV304 artillery is insanely fast for an artillery. I mean, incredibly fast. Really nice to see. I mean, I knew the British artilleries were quick, but wow. And this lineup from these guys, they're looking for something different this time round. It looks like going for a really heavy hull down, sort of basically firing line up here. And this is going to be interesting because neither team is in the right place for the other team.
Yes.
So it's going to either be down to which one reacts the best. Looks like Pro Newbie expecting the team to do a similar strategy this time round.
Yeah, so they are taking blind shots here. You can see that into the tree line there.
I mean, luckily they're far enough away that those blind shots are... They still have no idea on either side where they're coming from. But they have no vision on their 1, 2, 3 line.
I believe
that potentially is going to cause them some trouble in the future.
I believe, though, they left one Hellcat there, Mac Cogbut. Let's quickly just switch to him to see. Yeah, I think he's actually in a genius position right here.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice position. Very, very good defense then. Obviously, look at as he's facing away, so he's ready to get out of there. Very, very sharpish. The thing is, he's about to see a hell of a lot of enemies appear on his screen, so it's going to be very interesting to see if he does get out. Obviously, there's the first spot, and let's see how the team reacts. Now, there's the second spot.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to have sixth sense at this point, so he knows he's going to know when he's spotted. So he's still very, very safe. Those tanks are way too far away to spot his very, very well hidden Hellcat there. But it's going to be... Wow, it's going to be interesting to see how that reaction comes. And really nice reaction from the guys there. But that was a guess shot, I think.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was. But here comes the real shot. I mean, this time he knows he spotted Blood for the Blood God, I believe there. Already taking some shots, but manages to hide behind this small hill here. And his team already pulling back, forming a sort of firing line. And this was not such a bad move, because right now they have more terrain at their disposal. More of the hills they can retreat behind. I'm going to try to show this with the camera, so you can retreat behind this and not be seen by the enemy. And as we see here, both the Cromwells and the Hellcats relocating around the whole cluster of enemies there.
Yeah, and a really nice defensive setup they have got going here, but now both teams are really at sort of a stalemate. Oh, but I love this move that they're doing now, moving those Cromwells for a counter cap. I absolutely love this. That 9-0 line, those Cromwells are just absolutely ploughing down there. Can we jump over maybe to see what's going to be going on with those guys?
Let's switch directly to one of them. There we go.
Okay, so they're trying to keep the spotting going out whilst they got the defense. They know they've got a really great defensive position going on there, and now they've got those Cromwells going out, and there's the Chaffee spot there. But this is going to be interesting. Both teams have a really sound Hellcat defense line set up. That Chaffee getting out there, but getting taken pretty low by those two Cromwells. But he did get out. They do know they're spotted. It looks like they're going to give up that attack right away and head back to the base.
That's great, because basically what they're doing is disorienting the enemy, using the fact that those tanks are so fast and can relocate so quickly. I mean, there hasn't been yet a very strong push. I mean, we see it coming in now, but it's sort of indecisive. From the Rage side on the cap here, they just started to move, thinking probably that the Cromwells will be somewhere around their cap. We see one Cromwell there. I will try to show it on the map here. Basically positioned just to potentially take the cap, and the rest of the tanks back here to defend. And we already see damage coming up, and a beautiful spot right now. So KIA already taking
just
damage.
Waiting for an RT shell coming in here now. This is looking dangerous. And there was a shot actually coming on 70%. I believe that was an RT shot coming in on the top there. Already Lowy in that FV304 has 1 kill now, so he has yet again proving to be an amazing member of this team, doing some great damage. And those KV-1Ss, I don't really know what they were doing there. They kind of pushed forward and then went, yeah, no, that wasn't a good idea. Okay, now we're dead. So
yeah, it seems like they just got maybe not surrounded, but fire is coming at them pretty much from 180, 130-degree angle here. So that's definitely too much to focus on, even in a KV-1S. I mean, like we said, the turret doesn't turn so fast. You still need to aim after turning the turret.
Yeah.
So basically being engaged from such a distance, the enemies when they... Oh, wow, what a beautiful blind shot here. So this artillery taking out the retreating Hellcat, securing a second kill already on this tier 6 British artillery. And we do see the KV-1Ss of Rage retreating right down this crevasse here. And it seems they abandoned the push completely. I'm having a look at the other map.
Yeah, they are basically heading back as fast as they can to the base right now. I really think that this artillery player is going to be the MVP of these games for sure, as he is absolutely destroying people. Loe, I believe his name is. Oh, L-O-4-1-I.
Yeah, Loe.
Whatever. Loe. Really just absolutely demolishing in that new British artillery. Oh, I say new, but they've been out for a while now, I guess. But he really is doing a great job in just absolutely pummeling them. And that has really sent the guys from Rage scurrying back. Looks like these guys have the cure for the virus.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
National Guard to the rescue.
Yeah, National Guard to the rescue. And now it looks like they are going to push forward. They do suspect that they have pulled back on that as they have stopped spotting. So it looks like both teams retreating back to their base. But right now, Rage are in a lot of trouble because, again, the guys from Pro Nooby do have that tier advantage. So if the game ended at this point, that is a win from Pro Nooby. But we still have 8 minutes to go in this game, so plenty of time.
Pro Nooby pretty confident right now. They can just defend their cap. Pretty much the only chance right now for Rage is either a really amazing ambush, which I don't think will happen because Pro Nooby pretty much own this side of the map. They have view of the entire valley, and it's not going to be easy to take it back from him. We already see Loy repositioning to take care of the heavy tanks spotted on the other side of the valley before they can enter any sort of advantageous hold down position in there. But you see Evo Research here doing a great job spotting, being the proxy scout here.
Evo Research. Nice name.
Well hidden in this bush here. This looks really nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it's funny because actually it would be better if he was behind, but I think he's just going for that hold down over the hill look that he's going there, and he is getting some really nice spotting out.
There we go. Nice
wow. And that's another kill. Really, really nice from him there.
Well-coordinated shots there. And it seems another shot will be coming out on the other KV-1S. So doing really great job here. I think he drove a bit further into the bush to be sort of protected from line of sight from more sides.
Well, I think he's just going for that overlook on the hill. And wow, he's just doing some amazing damage in that Hellcat. And this is just getting a bit clinical. I mean, Pro Nooby are just slowly picking apart Rage in this game. They've got a great position. Now they're a little bit in less of a good position, and Rage have moved back to a much better defensive position. But I think at this point, Rage are just suffering from having that 3 tanks less, which is really hurting them pretty badly. And that artillery of Loai is just absolutely punishing them at all angles, basically. Doing amazing damage with that.
And here we have an enemy enemy FV of Rasta spotted.
Oh, and
shots
shells
down
absolutely flying in.
He's actually moving forward, I believe, to hide behind that rock. But if he doesn't move away soon. An artillery shot will finish him off.
An amazing shot there, going out onto that KV-1S as well, and yet another one picked down. Ruster actually down to 54%. I think he probably moved forward because he was expecting an arty shell to come in, and obviously the natural shot would be to fire just behind to stop that. So not a bad move, but moving forward at that point put him in a very stupid position indeed, because he could then
got hit by
be
a
seen.
or a Cromwell, yeah.
Yeah, and now it's looking very, very dangerous for the guys from Rage. They are now, what is that, 4 tanks down, and slowly getting picked to pieces now. The thing is, they're under pressure. They have to make a move. There's only 5 minutes left in the game, and they can still win.
So they decided to scout with Ruster, it seems. The problem is they are losing. So there we go. The Chaffee managed to finish off one of the KV-1Ss of
You see, Chaffee.
There we go.
The one kill. There we go.
But however, it seems that on the Rage team, most of the tanks dead are actually the KV-1Ss. So they've lost a tremendous amount of firepower, as we've said, or maybe alpha damage rather.
Yeah. Well, I think that the thing is that they're now in a situation where they just can't push. They know they don't have enough tanks to push. They have to hope, really hope, that Prooo nooby decide they want to win this by just killing the enemy team, and that they do some stupid push. Because at this point now, Ruster is the only person pushing ahead, actually with the Chaffee at this point, but they haven't got enough. They just don't have enough tanks to do any kind of push on the enemy team, and they need some kind of vision to be able to do that, and they're just getting basically surgically removed from the map at this point, just getting cut out one at a time, and that's just causing a real problem from those guys. And the guys from Prooo nooby are so coordinated now, and shots again coming down onto Ruster. Ruster nearly getting killed out by another arty shell from that demon that is Loai. But finally looks like the guys from Rage have decided that is enough. They are going for a bit of a push. It's hell for metal now as the Hellcat comes in, but they're already getting under a huge amount of fire, as you can see there, and this is going to be the end of the game very, very shortly, one way or another, I think.
It seems so. I mean, Rage didn't have much choice. Only 4 minutes to go. They had to take initiative. Unfortunately, any initiative they could take was met with really good resistance from strategically positioned tanks from Prooo nooby here, sorry, positioned on both sides, basically flanking them, and we already see this.
That's a beautiful image you've got going on there. Those Cromwells are absolutely storming across, and they're about to cut the final pieces out of the guys from Rage. And there we go, damage coming in left, right and centre. Arkan absolutely getting demolished there and finally taken out. Oxy needs to be a cameraman. These are awesome views you're getting off here. And here we go. Arty is the final one left. There we go. The VK, and now finally just one Hellcat left. And even with this punishing win by Prooo nooby there, absolutely proving that they most definitely not nooby. Really doing some serious damage to Rage.